and thank you for joining us with this Brown Leon. Let's dive on in. Okay, yesterday was June the 16th. I happened to watch Uno Pedazo, okay? So this is a episode of what was called Summit War of Marine. And in this particular episode, a devastating day, because this is the day when Luffy had finally rescued his brother Ace from being executed on the actual Marine platform. And it was amazing. It was glorious. Luffy did it. He had the will and power and courage to say, hey, no matter what, I'm going to go and save you until I die. And it caught me by surprise because Luffy changed from wanting to be a king of the pirates to, hey, I'm going to save my brother. It's miraculous because whatever he says ended up becoming true. Now, sad part was that Ace was conflicted by the words of Vice Admiral Akian. He made comments about his father, Whitebeard, saying all this nonsense, making negative comments. What I realized and noticed about Ace is that type of character that if you say something, you better take it back. He doesn't dust off anything. He comes back with determination. He wants to make sure you make no comments about his family members, especially those close to him. What ended up happening is they had a battle between together. Fire, Ace, against Lava, Akianu. Go toe-to-toe. Lava seemed to be the best at it. So we see that Luffy accidentally dropped this paper, this significant paper, the Vivity card, that signifies life. You write your name on this piece of paper. And this will not only fly towards that person, but stay connected and having that essence of energy, that their own lifespan is within this paper. And so we can see that little by little, this paper was burning up like Ace. So when Luffy went to go grab Vivity card, it was so important to him that he kept it. No matter how big or small it got, he kept it. And at that very point, he saw that Akiano wanted to take this advantage over the battle he had with Ace. And he was actually going for an execution towards Luffy. And we can see Ace voluntarily stepping in between Luffy and Akiano. Ace has sacrificed himself for his own little brother. Now, I don't know about you, but I think all older brothers can have a connection with Ace. They would do anything for the familia. A little biography based on Ace. Death has taken someone beautiful. So let's dive on in. Pork D. Ace. Goldie Ace was the posthumous biological son of the pirate king Goldie Rogers and Portuguese D. Ruse, sworn older brother of Monkey D. Luffy and Sabo. To protect him from the world government, he was raised by Marine Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp and bandit Curly Dadan on Dai Island. He disowned his father's surname due to the hatred directed at his lineage. His careers and power. Setting sail at age 17, incredible. And he founded the Spades Pirates and consumed the Mera Mera no Mi, which was the flame fruit, a Logia-type devil fruit, granting him fire manipulation. He joined the Whitebeard Pirates as its 2nd Division commander, declaring Whitebeard his true father and earning the epithet Fiery Fist Ace. After being defeated by Blackbeard for murdering crewmate Thatch, Ace was captured by the Marines. Death and legacy. During the Summit War Marineford, Ace sacrificed his life by taking a magma fist from Admiral Akinu to protect Luffy, dying with no regrets after learning he was loved. His death catalyzed Luffy's 2-year training hiatus and his eventual rise. His devil fruit power was later inherited by his sworn brother Sabo. He held a bounty of 550,000 belly. He was deceased at the time of the series' major timeline shift. So what was coincidence is that Death appeared on One Piece chapter 574 titled Portuguese D. Ace Dies, which was released on February the 15th, 2010. This chapter is part of Volume 59 manga. In the anime adaptation, the corresponding death scene aired in episode 483, titled Looking for the Answer, Fire Fist Ace Dies on the Battlefield. Premiered on January 16th, 2011. Ace died at the age of 20 during the Marine arc, sacrificing himself and protecting his brother Luffy from an attack by Admiral Akino. Watched this yesterday, it hit me. I cried and I don't care. Because this is someone who watched as an older brother, took care of his 2 brothers. First, he became his own pirate, and then Whitebeard came along and he challenged him to the point where even Whitebeard said, hey, follow me and become my son. Next thing you know, they fight together. He's on a crew filled with families he had never before besides Luffy and Sabo. It was what got me is because he asked himself, why should I have lived? When he asked the question towards his grandpa, Garp, he said that's for you to find out. I think we can have a relation. Sometimes we question why we're here. And I noticed a lot of people has passed away. We don't know when it's our time. But I can say this, we know what we have. And what Ace had, he found it himself. He found a family. Through the bitterness, through the struggle, through the adventure, through the challenges, through the tribulations, Ace found people that loved him. And as long as we keep going each day, knowing that we have people in our lives, that's what gives us the meaning to live. That's what allows us to grow as a human being, to be loved, to be acknowledged, to know what you're worth. Even though you are going through the slumps and downs and ups, is what makes life amazing. And what makes life devastating and sad is when the people have to go. Unexpected. I just want to say, rest in peace, Ace. Portuguese D. Ace. You were a badass character. I remember seeing you in the desert looking for your brother. Strong, confident, slick, funny, and you have an appetite. Not only that, you inspired others. From Yamato, kinds of people on your travels. So honestly, man, you inspired me. You always put yourself first for others. You put yourself for Whitebeard, Luffy. One regret is that he couldn't see Luffy becoming a Pirate King. Rest in peace, Ace. Rest in peace to Oliver Tree. Rest in peace to anyone that has passed away. Like I said, you'll never be forgotten. Your death is a symbol of, like Jesus, like Jesus. He sacrificed so that we can continue on. So thank you for being with us. So yeah, let's just have a great day. Let's keep going. We're still alive, born to strive. So yeah, thank you for joining with this Bron Leon. You know me, and we'll catch you later. Como Rocket!